Hello folks, how are you? Welcome back. In this video I will show you two different types of page breaks to complete this particular project. And the project is to change the page orientation of only a single page in the middle of a Word document. Let's assume the whole document is in portrait orientation, but you have this one page where you have a wide table. So that's why you would like to change the orientation from portrait to landscape, right? So how would you do that? You do it by page breaks, but Word has more than one page break option. So you have to be careful which page break you are using. Here's our example. Let's say we have this document and it's about some sort of house painting handbook, and you have this section calculating costs, and we have this table, right? So for some reason, imagine you would like to present this table not in a portrait orientation page, but in a landscape horizontal orientation page. So how would you do that? Now, first, of course, you go to Home tab. We have to see our show hide marks. We have to see our paragraph marks. It's important to see them. And we place our cursor in the beginning of the section that we would like to see in a landscape orientation page. Then it's time to insert our page break. And we go to Layout tab, and here are the breaks. Now, the first kind of logical, rational, natural instinct is to include a page break, right? So we click that. Now it's important to note, when you insert a page break, you have a single dotted line, right? This is your paragraph kind of break mark that Word inserts. And we have successfully carried our table to the other page. Since I want the page orientation to go back to portrait after the table, now I need to insert a second page break here, right? So I insert another page break. Okay, I have isolated my paragraph and table on its own page. Now, what I need to do is flip this page from portrait to landscape orientation, right? So let's do that. We go to orientation, landscape. Okay. So I did it. This page switched to landscape orientation with correct footer. It's important and all. But guess what? The whole document also switched into landscape orientation. So obviously this is not what we want. This kind of page break is the wrong break. So let me Control Z, and get my way out of there, right, to where we were. Okay, this is where we started from, calculating costs. This time I'm going to insert next page section break, not the page break, but next page. Click, and here you go. This section and the table is in the next page. And also pay attention, when I insert next page section break, I have two dotted lines, right? I have double lines. So visually, this tells you that you are entering the correct page break. Now, since I want to isolate this table and little paragraph in its own page, I have to again insert another one after this page. And I'm inserting a second next page break next page section break. Even though it's named next page, this is a section break, right? It can be a little confusing, but visually you can see the page break and this next page break are in different sections. I enter that. Okay, again, we have a double line right here inserted visually. Now I want to switch only this page into landscape orientation. So I insert my cursor here and I'm going to switch this page into landscape. Okay, so here we go. All the way down to this page is portrait, portrait, portrait. Boom, we switch to landscape with correct footer. Then when it's done, we go back to portrait again. So anytime you want to do this trick, just pick up a single page in a long Word document and change its page orientation. Please do not use the page break, but use the next page section break. So take good care, and I see you in the next video.